stop normalizing women getting an education. Education is literally ruining our sisters. Don't even know how to run a household. Most of them aren't marriage material. Most of them are becoming the men that they want to marry. They study to become a doctor or a lawyer or this, that, and the other. And in the end, when they're 30, 35, unmarried, and barren, they're looking for the doctor at that age. They're looking for the lawyer. They're looking for the successful businessman at that age. Why is this? Because the fathers have prioritized education over them becoming housewives. Not every woman needs to be educated and go get a college degree and this, that, and other. We don't need a billion doctors. Disgusting, man.
Clearly, this dude is a simple-minded man. It is not about education. It is what education does for women. That is the problem. Education exposes a woman. Education gives women the opportunity to earn an income so that they are not financially abused. Education gives women the empowerment to be able to walk out of a dysfunctional, toxic, and an abusive relationship or marriage. And education gives women a sense of self to realize that they deserve better when they have been abused for long. That is why most men come on this app and they bash women who are highly educated and talk about, oh, I do not care about a woman's education. I care about a woman respecting me and willing to build with me. The problem is not the education. It is what education gives to women, which is empowerment and reduces their chances of being abused because they are financially independent. And educated women are likely not to tolerate abuse, disrespect, and dehumanization from men. That is the problem. Like I always say, if you ask men to describe a good woman, an ideal woman to be a wife, they would describe a woman that is a slave, one that will be abused and dehumanized and consistently stay in the marriage or the relationship. Education makes a woman unfit to be a domestic slave to a man, and that is the problem. And that is the reason why most of these men talk about, oh, let's go back to the days of our grandmothers. Our grandmothers wanted to be wives. Our grandmothers were just ready to be a wife and take care of the home and respect the man. No, your grandmothers did not have an option. And because they were financially dependent on your grandfathers, that is why they tolerated a lot of abuse. Guess what? It is your grandmothers and your mothers that are telling your sisters to get an education, make sure they are financially independent, and not to tolerate any form of abuse, dehumanization, and disrespect from men. So, dear men, your problem is not education. Your problem is the kind of power and liberation that education gives women, because men will stand against anything that leads to women's empowerment and will give women the opportunity to have a life without a man. And that is the problem. What a wonderful time to be alive. Indeed, the future is female. My name is Dr. Zita. I'm a sociologist. If you're not following, guess what? Hit the follow button.
There was a Muslim brother who said that Muslim women should stay away from education. Now, the problem with this is my mother, who's a single parent. If she had no education, she would have lost me as her child. If she had no education, she would not have been able to make enough money to take care of me and her when I was a child. Think about your wife. When she gives birth, do you want a man to be there to deliver the baby, or do you want a woman to be there? Personally, I want a woman to be there. I don't want a man seeing my wife in that state. I want a woman to be there to deliver the child. So to say women should stay away from education, they shouldn't be educated, is completely wrong. What the brother failed to explain is that a lot of women tend to neglect learning the deen. They neglect learning how to be a wife. They neglect learning how to be a mother, all for this career path and this dream that they have. Now, fair enough, if you don't want to get married and you don't want kids one day, then listen, your career path, go for it. As long as it's halal. If it's haram, stay away. But if you aspire to be a wife one day, if you aspire to have children one day, don't neglect learning how to be a mother, and don't neglect learning how to be a wife, and don't neglect learning about Islam, all for this qualification that you dream about so much. Again, women being educated is very important. My mother would have struggled massively if she didn't have an education. Life would have been way different. Only Allah knows where I would have been right now. So yes, it's very important for women to be educated. But not only corporate education. They should be educated in how to be a wife and a mother, and in Islam.
Men are useless, so they create problems to feel useful in the same way that they personified God as a man to make themselves feel important. I just went to go see the movie Wicked, and the theater wasn't super crowded, but then an older couple came and walked up to sit in our row. The woman explicitly asked her husband, "May I sit in the aisle seat in case I need to go to the bathroom? I can easily get out and I won't have to climb over you." He goes, "No, I got you that seat," pointing to the non-aisle seat. I go, "Okay, that was weird." Didn't say anything, just kind of looked over and glared, of course, because I'm like, weirdo. Midway through the movie, the woman goes, "I need to go to the bathroom." She climbs over. She's old. She's an older woman. Mobility issues. Climbs over her husband, and he's like, "Oh, here, darling, let me help you." You only feel useful because you created a problem that didn't need to exist in the first place. They want to perceive themselves as these providers, these protectors. Protecting from who? Oh wait, themselves. And then they want to feel like the hero when they were actually the villain. I fear these are not isolated incidences, and whenever I go out in public, I just piss myself off because I am observing it left and right. Men think too highly of themselves. They think that anytime a woman wants autonomy over her own life, somehow she wants to be a man. This comment was on a video of me saying that I was going to ask for a raise because men are not afraid to ask. So instead of hating, maybe take a page out of our playbook. Darling, I want to be nothing like you. Let's make that clear. The version of men we have in modern society is nothing that I want to mimic. These men do not know how to be leaders. These men do not know how to take care of themselves. They do not know how to love their partners, and they don't know how to be loving, caring parents. I don't want that book. Y'all want to burn books? Let's burn that book. Anytime a woman wants to reclaim her power back from when men stole it, they want to say that, "Oh, look, see, we must be doing something right because more of what we have." Darling, you have power. You have power you didn't earn, which is why you can't function in society. That's why you're not a loving parent, a loving partner, someone who takes care of yourself, because it's all a fraud. It's fake. And women don't operate like that. You want something done, ask.
The gap between men and women over the years is definitely gonna get worse. But money should get in my pocket. Money should get in my pocket, eh? No, like seriously, sincerely, where are we going wrong in this society? Where are we going wrong? Like, is it jealousy? Like, I don't understand if it's jealousy or envy or probably just about both. You know what I mean? Like, it's really weird how envious men can be. Are you really that jealous? Like, heal yourself. Like, heal yourself. So you want me to suppress myself so that you can feel better about yourself. So you're jealous. You're jealous. You're jealous of me. You're jealous of what I have. You wish it was a man. I don't want a man to give you, helping me give birth. I don't want a man doing that. I want a woman. I don't want a man checking me. Why is he in the search career anyway? Like, it's so weird. Oh my god.